And on 2 News, we are going in depth on capital punishment. In 1977, Oklahoma became the first state to use lethal injection to execute inmates on death row. But the state's history of carrying out executions has raised doubt, and more people are beginning to question capital punishment, from activists to politicians. The execution of Clayton Lockett in 2014, Charles Warner 1 year later, and the recent execution of John Grant have all been characterized by some as botched. 2 News Oklahoma senior reporter Sharon Phillips reached out to area faith leaders to talk about God and the death penalty.
Do we as a society have the right to take another person's life after they've taken a life? It's a question on a lot of people's minds these days, now that Oklahoma has resumed capital punishment. Reverend David Wiggs is a senior pastor at Boston Avenue United Methodist.
The United Methodist Church says we oppose the death penalty because we don't have the right to take another life.
Wiggs says we have a justice system that is imperfect and needs reform.
Even if someone has committed a crime, that God's love can redeem anyone. And so if we decide as the state or as the government to take that life, then we short circuit God's work. And so we oppose it for that reason.
The subject of the death penalty hits particularly close to home for Reverend Wiggs.
Richard Glossop is on death row right now. He is actually a member of our church because we broadcast. He watches from McAllister. I have visited him there. He has maintained his innocence from the beginning.
Currently, Richard Glossop is sentenced to die for setting up the 1997 murder of hotel operator Barry Van Treese. Glossop claims he is innocent. Another man of faith who has personal ties to the death penalty is Reverend Chris Moore of Fellowship Congregational UCC.
Again, using the death penalty removes any possibility of redemption or restoration or any kind of healing.
It's something Moore says his family still struggles with.
Now, I will tell you, I come at this from personal history. My great-grandfather was executed in McAllister in the state prison for murder, and it was totally what happened. I mean, he did murder somebody. He was guilty of that crime.
Moore says when the state executed his great-grandfather, Albert Matthew Harris, by electrocution in 1932, it didn't make anything right and only opened up another wound.
Jesus teaches us to be very considerate about life and to think of all humans, all people, as created in God's image. A death penalty puts that power in inappropriate hands.
The topic of the death penalty is also pretty cut and dry for Pastor Paul Doherty of Victory Church.
It's hard for me to see Christians who get excited about someone dying for any crime. I think vengeance belongs to the Lord.
Doherty says he cannot see Jesus giving someone the death penalty, no matter what their crime is.
But when it comes to the ultimate punishment, the capital punishment of death, I think that as a person of faith, it's hard for me to reconcile that that would be the desire of Jesus.
However, Doherty does believe that people who commit heinous crimes need to serve their time in prison and face the consequences of their actions. In the end, we may or may not know if someone is guilty, but some believe that because our justice system is flawed. Reverend David Wiggs says we should all be against that. Sharon Phillips, 2 News Oklahoma.
We know these faith leaders are a small few of the many who live in our community, and opinions vary widely. We also reached out to the Baptist General Convention, B'nai Amunah Synagogue, and the Islamic Society of Tulsa to get their stance on the death penalty. Now, we only heard back from the synagogue. Rabbi Dan Kyman says while Jewish tradition is not categorically opposed to capital punishment, typically it's seen as an extreme measure, and, quote, it renounces the practice except in the rarest cases. Digging deeper now into some data on how different faiths see the death penalty. Data from the Pew Research Center finds many Christians feel differently than what we've heard here in Tulsa. Research released this summer shows in general 3 in every 5 Americans are in favor of the death penalty. As for Christians, the number grows. 75%, or 3 in 4 white evangelical Protestants, are in favor of capital punishment. The number is similar for non-evangelicals of the same group, 73% in favor.